Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum majors Katie Doherty and Terry Foley, flyer Captain Jenny Abella and twirlers April Johnson-Young and Catherine Hooker, please give a warm welcome to the 1991 Pride of Dayton. Gotcha, Dr. Hartley. The Pride is glad to initiate you. Welcome to UD, and thank you for a great first season, Linda. Under the field direction of drum majors Katie Doherty and Terry Foley, flyer Captain Jenny Abella and twirlers April Johnson-Young and Catherine Hooker, please give a warm welcome to the 1991 Pride of Dayton. plays a unique arrangement of patriotic songs loved by many generations. Their presentation will be assisted by members of the University of Dayton ROTC. The band presents Sweet Land of Liberty. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Gentlemen, the United States Color Guard. Please rise and join the pride of Dayton in the singing of the Dayton Anthem. The words can be found on page 20 of your program. We also ask you to remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner.
and gentlemen, and welcome to today's game as the University of Dayton Flyers host Mercyhurst College. Tickets for all University of Dayton home games can be purchased at the arena ticket office. Join the Flyers for the
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, we proudly present the Spirit of UD. Under the field direction of Kathleen Doherty and Terry Poley, please welcome the 1991 Pride of Dayton. The Pride kicks off tonight's show with one of the Who's most memorable hits, Rock and Roll with the Band and trumpet soloist Joe Koppel as they perform I Can See for Miles. Let the Pride of Dayton satisfy your taste for classic rock with the Rolling Stones smash hit, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, featuring our Flyers and Twillers Kathy Hooker and April Johnson Young. United States has remained a strong, unified nation, despite many challenges experienced recently. The freedom we see unfolding daily around the world has been enjoyed in the U.S. for many years due to the heroism and courage of our armed forces. To recognize the brave men and women who have truly made this country the land of the free and the home of the brave by serving in the armed forces recently or in the past, we ask that they stand when the song of their particular branch of service is played. Please stand and be recognized if you have served in the United States Marine Corps. Please stand and be recognized if you have served in the United States Army. Please stand and be recognized if you have served in the United States Navy. Please stand and be recognized if you have served in the United States Air Force. A big thank you to all of our service personnel. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag of our United States. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, led on the field by Katie Doherty, Terry Foley, and Flyeret Captain Jenny Abella, please welcome the 1991 Pride of Dayton. off tonight's show with one of the Who's most memorable hits, I Can See for Miles, featuring a trumpet solo by Joe Koppel. Now it's time to shake it up with a popular tune from the big band era. The Pride of Dayton features our twirlers, April Johnson-Young and Catherine Hooker, along with our trumpet section in Caravan. Pride of Dayton satisfy your taste for classic rock with the Rolling Stones smash hit, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, featuring our flats and twirlers. Summer's hottest box office hit comes a popular soundtrack containing a Bryan Adams ballad, that is shot up to #1 on the music chart, along with breathtaking orchestral music composed by Michael Kamen. Relax and listen as the band performs their own special medley from the movie Robin Hood. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, led on the field by Katie Doherty, Terry Poley, and Flyer Captain Jenny Abella, please welcome the 1991 Pride of Dayton. Pride of Dayton opened their show with an exciting arrangement of a classic Genesis song, Behind the Line. Now it's time to shake it up with a popular tune from the big band era. The Pride of Dayton features our twirlers April Johnson-Young and Catherine Hooker, and our trumpet section in Caravan. Here's a B-52 tune that will make you want to get out of your seats and dance. Featuring our Flyerettes, Jam with the Band to Love Shack. From one of the summer's hottest box office hits comes a popular soundtrack containing a Bryan Adams ballad that is shot up to the #1 of the music charts, along with breathtaking orchestral music composed by Michael Kamen. Relax and listen as the band performs their own special medley from the movie Robin Hood. ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, led on the field by Katie Doherty, Terry Foley, and Flyerette Captain Jenny Abella, please welcome the 1991 Pride of Dayton. Pride of Dayton opened their show with an exciting arrangement of a classic Genesis song, Behind the Line. Attention, attention. We interrupt this halftime program for an important announcement. The Pride would like to pay tribute to our special guest today. What do you have to say, band? Isn't there something else you'd like to say? Now it's time to shake it up with a popular tune from the big band era. The Pride of Dayton features our Flyerettes, twirlers April Johnson Young and Catherine Hooker, and our trumpet section in Caravan. Hey, band, didn't you forget somebody? You got it. Oh, yeah. Tune that will make you want to get out of your seats and dance. Featuring our Flyerettes, twirlers, and percussion section, jam with the band to Love Shack. The United States has remained a strong, unified nation, despite many challenges experienced recently. The freedom we see unfolding daily around the world has been enjoyed here for many years due to the heroism and courage of our armed forces. To recognize the brave men and women who have truly made this country land of the free, home of the brave, by serving in the armed forces recently or in the past, we ask that they stand when the song is played from their particular branch of the service. Please stand if you served in the United States Marine Corps. Please stand if you have served in the United States Army. Please stand if you have served in the United States Navy. Please stand if you have served in the United States Air Force. thanks to our service men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag of our United States.
They return to give you a blast from the past, including George Koenig, who is turning 40 soon, the University of Dayton Band, and Flyer alumni. Band, take the field. We'd like to welcome back Bill Stahl, the former band director, who was kind enough to return and lead us one more time. Now sit back and enjoy the sound and moves of Simple Melody. Boston alumni, Hal Melia has returned to the Dayton area after making his mark in Hollywood. He's played with Madonna, and now he's here to play for you. Hold on to your hats and listen to Backstabbers. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand as the combined bands play our national anthem under the direction of Dr. Linda Hartley. alumni, Flyer fans, and their friends are invited to attend the hospitality house in the east wing of the UD Arena immediately following today's game from 3:30 to 5:30. The event features a variety of hors d'oeuvres and a cash bar. Admission charge is $5. This is a great way to meet old friends and make new ones in a relaxed atmosphere. So come out and enjoy. This event is sponsored by the UD Alumni Homecoming Committee. Would someone from COP Systems please report to the media box? The coach's box, please. Someone from COP Systems. Is open to individuals and teams from Pee Wee to varsity. Individual winners can win an invitation to cheer at the Hula Bowl in Hawaii, and team winners will perform at a University of Dayton Flyer basketball game. For more information, call the University of Dayton Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the 1991 Pride of Dayton Marching Band. In keeping with the theme of this year's homecoming, One Moment in Time, the band opens this homecoming halftime show with a song which should bring back memories of a time of recess, math, history, cafeteria food, and best of all, summer break. Led on the field by drum majors Katie Daughtery and Terry Pulley, we invite you to enjoy the band's performance of Alice Cooper's School's Out. Pride of Dayton would like to take you back nearly 4 decades during the era of Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, saddle shoes, and sock hops. How many of you out there remember those moments in time? Featuring the Flyrettes and the Hands of Time, rock around the clock with the Pride. Began to set a trend that would last for at least the next 3 decades. Here's a moment in time from the past that will bring back memories of good times and good friends. Featuring the Flyrettes and twirlers Catherine Hooker and April Johnson Young, the band rocks to I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Alumni, students, faculty, staff, special guests, and parents to the 1991 University of Dayton Homecoming Halftime Show. This year's theme has been One Moment in Time. At this time, we will introduce the 1991 Homecoming Court. First, King candidate, Bernard Caldwell. Bernard is from Maryland, where he graduated from DeMatha Catholic High School He is the oldest of 3 children, and he says the best looking. Bernard is a communication management major and will graduate in December. While at UD, Bernard has been president of Black Action through Unity, minority senator for SGA, a volunteer tutor, a manager at Rudy's Flyby, member of the UD Board of Trustees Student Development Committee, and an avid intramural football and baseball player. Bernard is also a true Flyer fan. Queen candidate Mary Beth Lawrenson. Mary Beth is our Queen candidate from Pittsburgh. She is also from a family of 7 that includes a twin brother and sister who is also a UD student. Mary Beth is an active sister of Zeta Tau Alpha and member of the Students for Life and has served as a resident assistant for the past 2 years. She also serves as a regular volunteer, a domestic violence shelter. Currently, she is in the process of planning and co-leading the Moore Retreat through campus ministry and has served as an Appalachian volunteer during the summer of 1990. Next, King candidate Scott Cronstein. Scott is from Cleveland and from a family of 5. He was drawn to UD by what he calls the pervasive qualities of warmth, caring, and support, and he strives to incorporate these qualities into his own life. He became an RA this year to further explore how these qualities are related to his life and career goals. After completing his 4 years at UD, he hopes to study counseling and student personnel in graduate school. This summer, before graduate school, he plans to participate in some type of service volunteer work. Next, Queen candidate Marianne Poirier. Marianne is the youngest of 5 children from Franklin, Ohio. Aside from being a chemical engineering student in the honors program, she keeps busy by participating in several academic, musical, and service organizations. She is happy to share this special homecoming weekend with her much-loved family and friends. Next, King candidate Daniel Coran. Dan Coran is from Cincinnati, Ohio, and graduated from Moeller High School. He is the youngest of 5 children and regrets that one of his brothers graduated from Xavier University. He is actively involved in the Student Government Association as senior senator and has greatly enjoyed his years at the University of Dayton. He would like to thank everyone for their support, especially his housemates, Craig, Chris, Tex, and Paul. Queen candidate Nancy Stubenroth. As a chemical engineering student, Nancy is very proud to represent her school. This year, she has been active in her nominating organization, Lambda Lambda Sorority, Tau Beta Pi Honor Society, Pan Hellenic Council, Joint Council of Engineers, and is preparing to be a Rush counselor next semester. Upon graduation, Nancy wants to pursue an environmentally oriented career. Today, she is proud to be escorted by her father, John Stubenroth. Finally, we have King candidate James Duckrow. After a challenging week of spirit, the perseverance of James Duckrow leaves him hopeful that, with the support of his Phi Sigma Kappa brothers, he can successfully represent UD as the 1991 Homecoming King. James thanks the judges, homecoming committee, and all who helped him make this such a rewarding week. James is being escorted by his lovely, all-around, awesome mother, Carol Duckrow. Let's have a nice hand for all of our candidates. And now the big announcement. The 1991 Homecoming Queen is Mary Beth Lawrencer. And now the 1991 homecoming king is James Duckrow. And now the pride of Dayton invites the UD Band alumni to hobble onto the field and join them for their homecoming finale. Back into time with a 1970s favorite classic hit from the still popular group, The Doors. We had to go back in the files almost 20 years to find something this alumni band would remember. Conducted by the Pride's director, Dr. Linda Hartley, and assisted by the Pride's drum majors. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Now it's time to shake it up with a popular tune from the big band era. The Pride of Dayton features our twirlers April Johnson Young and Catherine Hooker, the Flyrettes, and our trumpet section in Caravan. The band closes their halftime performance with a song which should bring back memories of the time of recess, math, cafeteria food, but best of all, summer break. We invite you to enjoy the band performance of Alice Cooper's School Night. For your halftime entertainment, led on the field by Katie Doherty, Terry Foley, and Flyeret Captain Jenny Abella. Please welcome the 1991 Pride of Dayton. The band kicked off their show with a clever arrangement of a fun sing-along that you might remember is On Top of Spaghetti. Any way you sing it, Old Smokey is a favorite. Now, the Pride performs a tune that was made popular in the early 70s by the group Chase. Featuring the Flyerettes and Twirlers Catherine Hooker and April Johnson Young, here's Get It On. time, we would like to recognize the senior members of our cheerleading squad. Joined by their parents today are Ken Smith with Charlene and Ken. And Linda Phillips with John and Mary. Absent today is senior Rita Goff. Thank you, cheerleaders, for a job well done. And now we'd like to recognize our senior band members. Jennifer Abella, flyerette. Matthew Clancy, trombone. Katie Doherty, drum major. Kelly Dawson, flyerette. Leah Dempsey, flyerette. Ann Dixon, flyerette. Sarah Geary, flyerette. Lynn Hyman, flute. Amy Hoying, flyerette. Judy Jacobson, tuba. Angelita Jones, flyerette. James Lynch, trombone. Natalie Napier, flyerette. Karen Paul, flyerette. John Pitts, trumpet. Katie Seneca, flyerette. Don Foley, flyerette. Teresa Foley, drum major. Karen Savitsky, flyerette. Melissa Shantz, flyerette. Kelly Spang, flyerette. Christy Vonderems, clarinet. Tina Waypaw, flyerette. And Lisa Wollenberg, flyerette. Thank you, seniors, and remember to join us next year at homecoming. And now, from one of the past summer's biggest box office hits, comes a popular soundtrack containing a Bryan Adams ballad that has climbed to #1 on the music charts. The band performs their own special medley from the movie Robin Hood.